Hello kids, welcome to today's maths class, and today we'll do comparing quantities. In day-to-day life, we often need to compare two quantities in terms of their magnitude or measurement. Comparison between two things can be either done by finding the ratio or by calculating their percentage. Let's take an example. There we need to compare the speed of helicopter with that of jet plane. So here the speed of helicopter is 300 km per hour and the speed of jet plane is 1200 km per hour. The speed of jet plane is 4 times the speed of helicopter, or the speed of helicopter is 1/4 that of the speed of jet plane. Next is note to remember. We can compare two quantities if and only if their units are same. Next is ratio. A ratio compares two quantities using the particular operation. The ratio of two quantities of the same kind and in the same unit is the fraction that shows how many times the one quantity is of the other. The ratio of two quantities A and B is not equals to 0 is A divided by B, or A upon B is denoted by A ratio B. Two ratio can be compared by converting them into like fraction. If the two fractions are equal, we will say that the two given ratios are equivalent. In the ratio 6:7, the numbers 6 and 7 are called the terms of the ratio. 6 is called the first terms or antecedent and 7 is called the second term or consequent. The ratio x ratio y is totally different from the ratio y ratio x. X ratio y is equal to x upon y, whether y ratio x is equal to y upon x. Clear? Next is ratio of simplest form. The ratio A ratio B is said to be the simplest form if HCF of A and B is 1. No common factor other than 1 in A or B. It is also called the lowest term. Next is note to remember. The ratio of two numbers is usually expressed in the simplest form. To convert a ratio x ratio y, the simplest form, divide both x and y by the HCF of x and y. To compare different ratios with each other to know whether they are equivalent or not. Two ratios can be compared by converting them into like fractions. If the two fractions are equal, their ratios are equal. The ratio is a fraction and has no unit at all. It is simply a number. Clear? In order to compare two quantities, their unit must be same. For example, 1 day ratio 5 hours. So 1 into 24 hours ratio 5 hours. Clear? So 24 ratio 5. There is no ratio means unit same होनी चाहिए दोनों की. So first we'll convert into same unit, then we'll compare. So there is no ratio between quantities of different unit. For example, there is no ratio between 15 kg and rupees 20 because unit are not same. Now we will take an example. Find the ratio of 3 kiloliter to 400 liter. Both the quantities are in different units. So first we'll convert both the quantities in same unit. As we know, 1 kiloliter equals to 1000 liter. So 3 kiloliter equals to हो जाएगा 3000 liter. Now both are in same unit. So now we can compare. So the required ratio is 3000 ratio 400. So 20 से 20 कट हो गया. 30 ratio 4 lowest term में change करेंगे, that is 15 ratio 2. Clear? Hence the ratio is 15 ratio 2. Next is proportion. We see models of building, map of a colony in newspaper, television, etc. What do you think about these models? Are they imaginary, not real, or they are the rough sketch? No, these are not the rough sketch. These are accurate in measurement. Scale are used to draw such pictures as 1 centimeter equals to 10 meter, 1 centimeter equals to 10 kilometer, etc. Actually, they are in proportion. Four quantities are said to be in proportion if the ratio of first to the second is equal to the ratio of third to the fourth. Another example where proportion are used is in making the national flag. Flags are always made in the fixed ratio of length to its breadth. These may be different from in different countries. Ratio of length to breadth in Indian flag is 3:2. Four numbers A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion if A ratio B equals to C ratio D. Then we can write it is as A ratio B equals proportionate to C ratio D, or A into D equals to B into C. Means product of extreme equals to product of mean. Product of extreme A into D, that is equals to product of mean, that is B into C. Clear? Here A and D are called the first and fourth term or extreme terms. B and C are called the second and third terms or the mean terms. Next is continued proportion. If we have three quantities such that the ratio of the first to second is equal to the ratio of second to third, we say that the three quantities are in continued proportion. The middle term is called the mean proportion between first and the third term. Also, the third term is called the third proportion to first and the second term. So, thus, if A, B, C are three quantities such that A ratio B is proportionate to B ratio C, then A, B, C are said to be in continued proportion. B is the mean proportion between A and C is the third proportion to A and B. So, A ratio B equals to हो जाएगा B ratio C. B into B मिडिल टर्म है equals to A into C. Product of mean equals किसके हो जाएगा? Product of extreme. B square equals to AC. Now, we'll take an example. Check whether the following numbers are in proportion or not. So, first one is 12, 21, 15 and 25. So, what we'll do? Product of extreme, that is 12 and 25, and product of mean, that is 21 into 15, 315. They are not equal, means they are not in proportion. So, here the product of mean is not equals to product of extreme, so they are not proportion. So, this way we can check whether the given number are in proportion or not. Clear? So, next one is exercise 7.1. Find the ratio of the following in the simplest form: 45 paisa to 3 rupees. So, here unit are changed. So, first we will convert into same unit. 3 rupees can be written as 300 paisa. So, proportion is 300 paisa. Clear? So, we can write it 45 upon 300. So, ratio हो जाएगा 3:20. It is in simplest form. So, you have to practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is unitary method. The method in which the value of unit quantity is first obtained to find the value of any required quantity is called unitary method. In solving problem based on unitary method, we come across two types of variation. First is direct variation. Two quantity A and B are said to be vary directly if the ratio of A upon B remain constant. For example, the cost of article varies directly as the number of article, means if one will increase, the other will increase. If the cost of article increase, means number of article increase होंगे तो cost भी increase होगी. More article means more cost. Less article means less cost. The work done varies directly as the number of men doing work. More men doing work means more work. Less men doing work means less work. Clear? Next is inverse variation. Two quantities A and B are said to be vary inversely if the product A, B remain constant. For example, suppose a car cover a certain distance at a uniform speed. Then we can say for certain that more of the speed the car less the time taken to cover the distance. मीन्स जितनी ज़्यादा स्पीड होगी उतना ही कम टाइम लगेगा उस डिस्टेंस को कवर करने में. The speed varies inversely as the time taken to cover the certain distance. इसको एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं, वापस पढ़ते हैं. Thus, speed varies inversely as the time taken to cover the certain distance. Now we'll take an example. If the cost of 12 pen is rupees 240, find the cost of 25 such pen. So cost of 12 pen is given, that is rupees 240. Here we'll use the unitary method. First we'll find the cost of one pen, that is 240 upon 12, that is rupees 20. So cost of 25 such pen, that is equals to 20 multiplied by 25, that is equals to rupees 500. Clear? Next is exercise 7.2. If the cost of 8 notebooks is rupees 128, find the cost of 19 such notebooks. So here we have to use the unitary method. First we'll find the cost of one notebook. So cost of one notebook, that is equals to rupees 128 divided by 8. So cost of one notebook, that is equals to rupees 16. Now we have to find the cost of 19 such notebook. So cost हो जाएगी 16 into 19. Because हमें 19 नोटबुक की कॉस्ट फाइंड करनी है, सो मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, कैरी ओवर आ जाएगा 5, 14, ऐड कर देंगे. सो कॉस्ट आ जाएगी रुपीज 304. That is the cost of 19 such notebook. Clear? So you have to practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is percentage. Percentage are helpful in comparison. They are very useful in our real life. The word percent is an abbreviation for the Latin phrase per centum, which means per hundred or hundreds. Percent means out of 100. Per means out of and cent means 100. Therefore, percent means out of 100. Percent are the numerator of the fraction with the denominator 100. Percent is represented by the symbol. This is the symbol of percentage. That means hundreds too. Next is note to remember. All the parts from the whole when added together give 1 or 100%. So if we are given one part of the whole, we can always find out the other part. Next is conversion of percentage. To convert percentage into fraction, we drop the percentage sign and divide the remaining number by 100. To convert a percent into a ratio, we drop the percentage sign and form the ratio with the remaining number as the first term and 100 as a second term. To convert the percent into decimal, we drop the percentage sign and shift the decimal point by 2 placed to the left, because 100 से divide कर रहे हैं. To convert a fraction into percent, we simply multiply the fraction by 100 and put the symbol percent after the product. To convert the decimal into percent, we simply shift the decimal point by 2 placed to the right and insert the percentage sign. Take an example. Write each of the following as percent. First is 1 by 5. So we have to convert this fraction into percentage. For that, we'll multiply by 100. 5 से 20 हो जाएगा, कट हो जाएगा. So answer is 20%. Clear? Next is note to remember. 10% is written as 10 upon 100. परसेंटेज का साइन लगाए हटाएंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा, नीचे डिनोमिनेटर में 100, therefore 10% of 200 is same as 10 upon 100 into 200. Clear? Next is exercise 7.3. Write each of the following as percent. First is 1 by 8. So our fraction is 1 by 8. We have to convert into 2%. So multiply कर देंगे 100 से. %12.5%. So this is how we'll convert a fraction into percentage. So you have to practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is to convert a ratio into percent. To convert a ratio into percent, we write it as a fraction and multiply the fraction by 100 and put the symbol of percentage after the product. Example लेते हैं. If the angles of the triangle in ratio of 5:3:2, find the value of each angle and what will be in percentage. So ratio given is 5:3:2. Sum of ratio क्या हो जाएगा, 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10. So value of first angle, ratio क्या था 5, total है 10. So 5 upon 10 into 180 है ना. Biggest triangle है तो sum of three angles is 180. So 90 degree. First आ गया. Second one is 54 degree and third is 36 degree. Now we have to find the percentage. So percentage of first angle of triangle is 5 by 10 into 100. Because percentage find करनी है 100 से multiply करेंगे. So 50%. Percentage of second angle 3 upon 10 into 100, 30%. Third angle 2 upon 10 into 100, that is 20%. Hence the value of three angle are 90 degree, 54 degree and 36 degree. And the value in percentage is 50%, 30% and 20% respectively. Next is increase or decrease as percentage. In our daily life, there are times when we need to find percent increase or percentage decrease in the various quantity. The percentage increase tells us what percent of amount increase is of the original number. Or for finding increase or decrease in percentage, we use the following formula. Percentage increase means उसका formula क्या हो जाएगा, that is equals to increasing amount upon original amount or the previous year amount multiplied by 100. Percentage decrease, that is equals to decreasing amount upon original amount or the previous year amount multiplied by 100%. So whenever we have to find the percentage increase or decrease, is always find on the original amount or price. Next is exercise 7.4. Shalu's mother said, to make a halwa, Shalu took 1 part of ghee, 2 part of besan, 2 part of sugar and 4 part of water. Find the percentage of each material in the halwa. So here Shalu take 1 part of ghee and 1 part is besan, 2 part of sugar and 4 part is of water. Total क्या हो जाएगा रेशियो का, टोटल हो जाएगा 8. Now we have to find the percentage of each material in the halwa. So first का हो जाएगा, घी की बात करें तो 1 by 8 into 100, that is equals to 12.5%. Clear? Same बेसन का भी वही है. So 1 by 8 into 100, that is for ghee, and second is for besan, that is also 12.5%. Next is sugar, 2 by 8 into 100, 25%. वाटर का हो जाएगा 4/8 इंटू 100 मीन्स 50%. टोटल 50% हो जाएगा वाटर का. If we add them, it's total 100%. Clear? So this is how we can find the percentage of each item. Next is profit, loss and discount. The price at which the article is purchased is called the cost price. It is written as CP. The overhead expenses like sale tax, labor charges, cartridge etc. are included in the cost price. ये सब cost price में include होते हैं. The price at which an article is sold is called the selling price. It is written as SP. If the selling price of an article is greater than that of cost price, then the shopkeeper make a gain or profit. If SP is greater than CP, then profit. Profit equals to क्या हो जाएगा? SP minus CP. Means selling price में से cost price को subtract करेंगे, we'll get the profit. SP equals to हो जाएगा CP plus profit. CP equals to SP minus profit. However, if the selling price of an article is less than cost price, then the seller suffer a loss. SP is less than CP, तो क्या हो जाएगा? Loss. Loss equals to हो जाएगा CP minus SP. SP equals to CP minus loss and CP equals to SP plus loss. Clear? Next is profit percent or loss percent. Profit and loss are calculated on the basis of the cost price and expressed as the percent of the cost price. When the profit and loss are expressed as the percent of the cost price, then it is called gain percent or the loss percent. So gain percent किसके equal हो जाएगा? That is equals to gain upon CP into 100 and loss percentage that is equals to loss upon CP into 100. Some other formula SP equals to क्या हो जाएगा? 100 plus gain percentage upon 100 into CP. SP जब loss percentage given हो 100 minus loss percent upon 100 into CP. CP 100 upon 100 plus gain percent into SP. CP 100 upon 100 minus loss percentage into SP. Clear? Now we'll take an example. A shopkeeper bought a shirt for rupees 300 and sold at rupees 400. Find his profit percent. So cost price is 300 and selling price is 400. That means he is having profit. How much profit? SP minus CP. So 400 minus 300 rupees 100. So now we have to find the profit percentage. The formula of profit percentage is profit upon CP into 100. So 100 upon 300 into 100. That is equals to 100 upon 3, 33, 1/3%. That is the profit made by shopkeeper. Clear? Next is exercise 7.5. A shopkeeper bought a pair of table, a chair for rupees 550. If he sold the pair for rupees 700, find his gain percentage. So this is a CP and the SP. So profit equals to हो जाएगा SP minus CP. So profit equals to 700 minus 550. That is equals to rupees 150. Now we have to find the profit percentage. Profit percentage that is equals to profit upon CP. CP 550 rupees into 100. 0 से 0 कट हो गया. 5 3s are 15, 11. यानी 300 upon 11. 11 7s are 77 हो जाएगा. 3. That is equals to 27 3/11%. That is the profit percentage. So you have to practice all the questions. Next is discount. Nowadays, a trend is going on giving discount on items. Sometimes it may be Diwali discount, Holi discount, off-season discount, etc. These are different on different items but calculated on the mark price or the list price. A price that is printed on the article is known as the mark price or MRP, that is maximum retail price. Next is list of formula. नहीं, ऊपर करो. A price that is printed on the article is known as mark price or MRP, maximum retail price. Next is the list of important formula. SP equals to MP minus discount. SP equals to 100 minus discount percent upon 100 into MP. MP क्या हो जाएगा 100 upon 100 minus discount percent into SP. Discount MP minus SP, discount percentage, discount upon MP into 100. Now I'll take an example. The mark price of a fan is rupees 1800. Due to off season, it is sold for rupees 1500. Find the discount percentage. Mark price, that is 1800, and the SP is 1500. Means discount 1800 minus 1500, that is 300 rupees का discount दिया गया है. Discount percentage equals to हो जाएगा 300 upon 1800, that is mark price, into 100, that is equals to 16.2 upon 3%. Clear? Next is exercise 7.6. Find the discount percent if mark price is rupees 400 and SP rupees 350. So first we'll find out the discount, that is equals to mark price minus SP. 400 minus 350. So here it is rupees 50. Now we have to find the discount percent. So discount percentage equals to हो जाएगा 50. Let's find on mark price. Mark price here is 400 into 100. 50 divided by 4. 12.5%. Clear? So this is the discount percentage. So you have to practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is simple interest. The extra money which is given by the borrower with the principal at the end of the year is called the interest or the simple interest. Next is relation between principal, time and interest. Suppose Mr. Kamal borrows some money from the bank to buy a car and repay after 2 years. At the end of 2 years, Mr. Kamal will pay not only the borrowed money but also some extra amount. This extra money is charged by the bank for the facility which is provided to Mr. Kamal. The money which is borrowed originally is called the principal. Means जो money जब borrow किया था जो वो क्या कहलाता है principal. The extra money जो pay करते हैं that is termed as some percentage of the principal. Means principal का कुछ percentage is called the interest or the simple interest. The interest paid yearly or per annum. Per annum means yearly. Or every rupees 100 is called the rate percentage per annum. The period usually in years for which the money has been borrowed is called the time. Means जितने time के लिए money को borrow किया है that is time period. The amount of interest paid depend on how much money was borrowed, means principal कितना है, and how long the money was kept before being paid back. The interest rate G. इंटरेस्ट रेट भी चार्ज करते हैं. सो इन सब चीज़ों पे अमाउंट कितना पे करेंगे आफ्टर अ सर्टेन पीरियड दैट डिपेंड. द टोटल मनी पेड टू द लेंडर प्रिंसिपल प्लस द इंटरेस्ट इज कॉल्ड द अमाउंट. द अमाउंट किसके इक्वल होगा? प्रिंसिपल प्लस इंटरेस्ट. व्हेन द इंटरेस्ट पेड एवरी ईयर रिमेन द सेम then it is called the simple interest. Simple interest can be calculated either by using the formula or by using unitary method. For calculating simple interest, we may use the formula simple interest equals to P into R into T upon 100, where P is principal, R is rate percent per annum and T is time. So simple interest P into R into T upon 100. From the formula we have principal equals to हो जाएगा 100 into simple interest upon R into T, R equals to हो जाएगा 100 into simple interest upon P into T, and T equals to 100 into simple interest upon P into R. एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. Find the simple interest on rupees 2400 for 8 months at 6.1/4% per annum. So principal here given is rupees 2400, time is 8 months, means we'll convert into year, that is 8 upon 12 years, and rate of interest 6.1/4, that is equals to 25.4%. As we know the formula of simple interest, P into R into T upon 100, so we'll put the respective values and find out the simple interest, that is equals to rupees 100. So this is the way we can find out simple interest. Clear? Next is exercise 7.7. Find the simple interest if principal is rupees 1200, rate is 5% and time is 3 years. So simple interest, P into R into T upon 100, P here is 1200, R is 5 and T is 3 years upon 100. 2 0 से 2 0 कट हो जाएंगे, 12 5 से 60, 180 rupees, that is the simple interest. Clear? So practice all the questions of this exercise. Next is things to remember. The ratio of two number A and B written as A ratio B, a ratio should be expressed in its lowest form. A, B, C, D are in proportion if A proportionate to वापस गलत हो गया. A, B, C, D are in proportion if A ratio B is same as C ratio D. We write it as A ratio B equals to C ratio D. Percentage means out of every 100. A fraction with its denominator 100 is the percent. To convert a fraction into percent, multiply by 100. To convert a ratio into percentage, first change into fraction and then multiply by 100. To convert a decimal into percentage, shift the decimal point 2 place to the right. To convert a percentage into a fraction, divide by 100. If SP is greater than CP, then profit. Profit equals to SP minus CP. When SP is less than CP, then it's loss. Loss equals to CP minus SP. Profit percentage, that is equals to profit upon CP into 100. Loss percentage, that is equals to loss upon CP into 100. The money deposited in a bank or borrowed for lender is called the principal. The additional money paid on the principal is called the interest. Amount equals to principal plus interest. Next is multiple choice questions. Take the correct option. The ratio of 6 kg to 400 gram is, unit are not same, so first we will convert into same unit. 6 kg equals to 6000 gram. So 6000 ratio 400 means 60 upon 4. (15:1). So B is the correct option. So here we end the chapter. I hope you understand the chapter well. Now to practice it.